This is Family of Adventure, and this is Happy Campers 4x4 extra large in Iceland. We have been living in this camper van for 24 days. My oldest is 5 years old, my middle child is 3, and my youngest is 1. We were there during the month of March. I have to tell you, the first week in the camper van, we were cold at night. The heating system would turn off after 5 hours. So after a week, we did complain about the heating system because we had young kids in the car and it was really cold. They did fix it and then we had no problems with the heating system. Now the shelving, I just want you guys to know, so much stuff kept falling out of there while we were driving. Just to keep that in mind while you're packing for this trip and when you're unpacking and getting yourself all settled to really plan out. Now I am sorry about all this sand, but you gotta know we were dealing with sand the whole time. The wind is so strong, it brings in so much sand just by opening up the door. The shoes on our kids' sand, like we tried to take them off before we would enter the camper van, but the sand was also on their coats. There was just sand all the time, so just keep that in mind. We did have a little broom and brush, and that did help, but you really want to buy cleaning materials to help your camper van to keep clean and nice while you're staying in it. You want to pack as simple as possible. There's not too much places or storage for you to put your stuff. Keep that in mind. We overpacked. This was our first time in a camper van. It was a great experience, but we definitely overpacked, so keep that in mind. Try to go as simple as possible. Think of camping, and you just want to get whatever you need when you can to brush your teeth or take a shower or eat. Just be as simple as possible. Another thing to realize, you don't really have any hangers in the camper van, so if you are planning to hang, there's not really that option, or you find solutions to make that happen. On the driver's side is where you have your gas. Up in the front, we had our baby's car seat. That was the only car seat you could put in the front, was a car seat. A booster seat can only be in the back, so if you're thinking of having a kid that's sitting on a booster seat, he cannot sit in the front. So Happy Campers is a family owned, and that's what's nice about it. And there was people that always answered the phone, and they gave you a tablet. It's a little bit of an old tablet, but it works. You have Wi-Fi. We've almost had always Wi-Fi, never had really an issue without any Wi-Fi. GPS. So we always found like where we were and everything like that. So that was good. So this table comes off and it goes on these. You see these? Now there's 4 of them. There's 2 on one side and 2 on this side. And I have to tell you, every time we sat down, we definitely sometimes we got hurt by these. I got some definitely some bruises from these things. Just to keep that in mind. It's definitely not maybe the most comfiest way of camper vanning. It's very, very heavy. This is very, very heavy to pull off and pull away. There are times that I couldn't do it. And also pulling the bed towards you and also back, it's really heavy, even without all the sheets and everything. It's really hard to move around. So just to understand that that is something to think about. It is super hard to move things around. It's not as easy as like just putting it up and putting it aside and picking this up and pulling it forward. There's a lot more strength involved in all this. So this is pretty much where we've been making the food. You can work on both of the gas while you're cooking, and then you have a sink that's large enough to brush your teeth, wash your face, wash your hands. Washing dishes is a little difficult, so definitely stop in those campsites and wash everything that you have while you're there. The 2 older kids slept up there, and myself and my husband and our 1-year-old slept here, or we slept here. Another thing to think about is that this doesn't cover too much of the light. Here, look, you see there's a lot of light still going through. So you might want to think about having an eye mask, especially in the summer if you're coming. But also, when we were here during March, already at 10 p.m. the sun was starting to set. Like, it was a lot of light during the day. I will have a video of all the campsites we stayed at during the winter, so don't forget to check that out. See you in our next adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe.